I like it. I would prefer to Axe, but I don't. NA and SA definitely do not like Axe. They like Legion Commander because it dominates lanes harder than an Axe.
Yeah, axes have been few and far between. We've seen a couple, but yeah, it hasn't been the go-to like secondary snap pick when Mars is not available, like we see over in EUCIS.
Yeah,
Um, they get that Legion Commander though. She's been having a lot of good games, and as you mentioned, it's a decent defensive tool to block out the egg, or certainly to assist in locking someone else down. Could limit some of the options here from business associates too. Um, but yeah, with that four position still available, I imagine they'll grab it right here. Something that can help slap down the egg, or maybe
yeah.
provide a silence and a catch, because both Void Spirit and Phoenix hate silences.
Man,
Oh,
I guess they don't want to go for an egg hitter. Interesting. They just like this Lich, I guess. This is the second game in a row they've first threed it.
yeah.
Huh.
And I thought it would be Fear on the Shadow Demon because I'm pretty sure that's what he played last time. But with Lich coming out, I imagine Fear is going to be playing it again, and they're going to give Shadow Demon the farm priority. Now, I, I'll throw it out there just because it seems like a 1 in 100 kind of a chance thing.
Do
But
it.
didn't we see Shadow Demon play mid lane at a game not long ago? I want to say there was one Shadow Demon mid lane game.
Yeah, we saw it was Thunder Predator that played it. It was Leo style.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's against that team. Yeah, it was I don't I just I
nah,
nine no nine is the kind of I don't think it is, but nine is the kind of dude who plays it, right? He's known for his Huskers and his Zeuses. He'll and then okay, this I mean the Shadow Demon looks better now because you need that Ags for the break against Bristleback.
yeah. That's
You need
interesting that
multiple
they're willing to
charges.
pick the Bristleback into the Shadow Demon. I don't know if they wagered it was going to be a deny pick or not. With easy stacks coming out from Shadow Demon, Lich can certainly help out Bristle with the Frost armor. But to pick it into that purge is interesting on its own.
Yeah, I
Um,
will. I will say Thunder Predator. They have played middle Legion Commander as well, so it knocks up. Like this middle hero has to be pretty darn good, especially because I think this might be a Phoenix 5, a Void Spirit 4, and then you have Kataro or a middle as your overall last pick.
mhm.
So I don't think MJZ would ever last pick himself a 5.
Ooh,
So I think that means it's going to be a Phoenix 5.
that's a pretty nice pick right there. Necro right back at the Bristleback is pretty good. He's a lane dominator in his own right, really good at pushing the lanes out, and maybe some decent vessel candidates on the side of Thunder Predator, but you're gonna need like the vessel online and more if you want to kind of shut down this Necro from getting all that heal amplification off.
Yeah, Necro's one of those heroes. It can just look good in a game, and in this game right now, it looks good. As you said, the ulti on Bristle, but just the constant heal when you're fight. If you do have to fight under the Phoenix Egg or into the Legion duel, it's just a nice. It's a kind of a save even for the Legion duel with the heal and then ulti if needed. I like the pick, especially if you can get like Ghost Shroud off before duel or something. I still like Thunder Predator's draft more, but Business Associates looks a lot better than the first game. The problem is you might need a little more burst again. You do have the Necro ulti, you have Roar, and you have Shadow Poison, but you might need something that
Yeah,
just hits them
absolutely.
immediately.
No, I agree with you. They definitely need someone to like jab at it because the better than first draft. They got some team fight. They got the saves and setup and roar and all that good stuff, but they need more damage to dump in so that Necro could, hit him with that Shadow Realm attack right there.
Yeah,
Okay, so Viper, that's interesting. I guess it's great against Bristleback if they wanted
it's
to
just
get.
too good.
It's good against Bristle, and it's a lane dominator. If
And
they were hoping to get like a mid lane pick that could crush
yeah, and
whatever
it
of the lane.
destroys Legion, right? Because you
Oh,
just
true.
throw the poison on whatever the duel is. You throw the ulti on him. It's a good ban, as you say, and it's a lane dominator. Nine has played it. That's the thing. If you do have more team fights, I think Thunder Predator still has more team fight with even just the Phoenix and Legion. Phoenix just like trumps everything, and I think what you want to do is just barely outscale him a little bit, but still run at him. So I think you want something that wins its lane and comes online in 2025. That's why we saw like Kunkka getting last picked, and honestly, I don't even hate Kunkka for business associates here, but that means it would be a safe lane Necro.
Yeah. Is that like, yeah, we
Uh,
don't like the safe lane?
I don't like it. I think it's actually pretty good. Like you know when I'm sure you have the feeling with some heroes like you don't think it's good in your eyes, so it's hard for you to change, even though you've seen it be successful. I don't know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Necro
yeah.
safe lane, I can't get behind, but it will be. So all
Yeah.
right, I guess I'll have to.
You have that stigma against it, so you're just gonna have to accept it on this one. An immediate final
Instantly.
pick. Oh, the Lena. You don't
Wow,
see
I
her
guess
often, but when the
the
time feels
Necro.
right, it comes out. The only other time I've seen it as of recent was Quinn playing it, and it was
Yeah.
again a very last pick. Just like I know it wins this lane, and I also know we could use the burst. I mean, you catch Ghost Form Necro with Laguna, and he's not going to be having a good day. So I like the pick actually, and again, I kind of find myself leaning towards Thunder Predator a little bit on the
Yeah.
strat.
I 100% agree. I think Business Associates has a way easier way to win this game than last game because you actually have some scaling with Necro Invoker. But the thing is, once again, when you group up at 15, 20 minutes, you have to hope this Bristleback doesn't have an item yet. Because last game it was the Alchemist didn't have an item, farmed it up. Bristleback can't do the same thing. But if Bristleback has a good laning phase early, it's already just going to be trouble because I don't know. As we said it's harder for supports to get items. Who's getting the Spirit Vessel? I guess Invoker. I guess that's a little bit better.
Invoker,
You have someone who can get it quick. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I'd say I still favor Thunder Predator, but
Yeah.
if Business Associates does get that Spirit Vessel Invoker and he just literally just moves across the map, bottom, top, middle lane, they have a pretty decent shot. But I'm excited to see how this Lena Invoker lane's going to go. It's been a while since I've seen this lane.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like for both teams, it's going to be who snowballs and gets those items and gets that movement going. If Bristle gets a lot of farm early and builds stuff like the pipe or defense, and then suddenly, Invoker's impact is not going to feel too good, and then Necro's not going to be able to kind of go in for the finish. So it could be a bit peculiar. But on the other hand, I could see Invoker also be snowbally and kind of run rampant, and then able to kind of keep Thunder Predator's lineup in check from scaling at all. Certainly, if Lena's not going to be too much of a factor, but we'll have to see. Matthew,
I love Thunder Predator. I was just saying I love Thunder Predator because even when we were doing the ESL, the NASA one, Thunder Predator, they by far have the best teamwork. I would say they even have better teamwork than like Beast Coast when they're on point. Obviously, Beast Coast they have the Hector factor, but watching even Thunder Predator play in that first game, like the patience with their abilities, I think this game you're going to see it again. Leo Style pretty much just has to Laguna either one of the two supports to kill him, or he saves it for the Necro to Ghost Shroud, and he just uses it. And I don't know. I'm curious to see if Leo Style has as much patience because he can't just obliterate the Necro if he does.
Looks like Business are trying to do a lane swap again to get the better matchup that they want. They send Brax for the second time to the top lane on his Beastmaster. Moo is going to be going bottom on the Necro, so he's hoping to get the matchup against Bristleback, it looks like here, and delete Beastmaster against the Void Spirit if possible.
It's funny, but level 1, this lane's actually really good for Radiant. I think because Phoenix is one of the best level 1 heroes because of them fire spirits, and obviously Bristle, technically infinitely scaling with Coil Spray, even though it's not because it does cap, but I don't know, this lane's actually a little bit scary, even though you have the Necro. I don't think that lane starts really winning until like level 3-ish, so you just have to, and Bristle's already leaving, so
They're
I
both
digress.
leaving. Look at them. They are running. I'm like trying to go full sky cam. As you can see, both of them at the same pace going cross country all the way to the top lane. And you see Moo and Brax are going to give the high five as they pass.
Yep.
They'll miss out on a little CS, but they just want to make sure the laning matchup is in that favor. We'll see.
Frank was already there. Yeah, he was heading down early. Yeah, they're just. I'm curious to see if anyone TPs are like, whatever, we're not playing this game.
I mean, they'll see Moo's bottom alone. They're like, well, Bristle's missing. He must be heading that way. What's going on? Bristle is
look at Frank's already going too, and Bristle.
Bristle's running back through the jungle. He's going under a bird. So, oh no, that's their own bird. No, it's not their own bird.
No, it is. It's theirs. They see it, so you already see Moose making his way. He's top. He's already heading back down bottom.
Oh
now
my
Frank.
God. What is
we saw this in
happening?
the ESL game. They ended up just dual jungling as the cores. I think, Kataro, he's actually being spotted by this Hawk, by the way, as he tries to farm the bait camp.
That's so awkward, though. They know that both side lanes, they're going to have no help at the moment. They can get the jump on the Matthew here. You see Fear already peppering him up. He's down to one Tango and just the salve. And Moo's going to come strolling over, and they're going to force this Void out of the lane. But I guess as Bristle gets some levels, he could feel more comfortable going to a lane of his choice. But him and Frank, here they go, do side do, passing each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. You gotta go to a lane eventually. They're both only level 1. Meanwhile, Brax is about to hit level 2 when his Shadow Demon's already level 2.5. So even though they were trading with you, Business Associates 100% won this whole lane swap engagement.
Long walk here for Kotaro to eventually get to that bottom lane, but still being that level 1 makes it a bit tough.
And now what do you do on your level 1 Legion Commander? He has even less experience. He has 1 creep worth of experience. He's just getting run out. I don't know. This all of a sudden these lanes look real bad for the Radiant side.
That's got to be a 4-position Legion Commander now. This Matthew off lane is doing work. And look at that. Frank gets to the lane and gets blessed with the kill.
Not even more than halfway through level 1 at 2 minutes and a half, but he'll get the first blood still.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I didn't even get really any XP from that. Moo is blessed with just a convenient courier kill as he catches out Matthew's courier on that side. But yeah, Moo, just a little bit of solo XP time, I guess, for himself as the Fear Lich will make his return now. Get unfortunately caught out in that situation, allowing Thunder Predator to get the first blood. Touch back at bottom. Bristle's here now. He gets to have Phoenix. He gets to have the lane matchup he wanted. But, he's getting out-leveled and outpaced just a little bit. Moose is the highest level in the lane, along with MJZ, the 2 supports.
Oh.
I missed that as we are going to see the jump from Fear. He gets Vengeance on Frank,
Uh-oh.
and they're going to make it a 2-fer, it looks like, onto Matthew. It's Moo who gets the second kill.
That's my bad. I missed the kill. I was just watching middle lane. I was like, how even is this? And Lena's taking a little bit of a lead. But yeah, this top lane, I think, once again, Business Associates should win 2 lanes. This time it should be top and bottom. And, I mean, they could win 3 lanes, but I think Leo Styles is going to pump it up. And they just have to play better in the mid game because last game they won 2 lanes, and then they just didn't really do anything mid game. So we'll see what they try for.
Yeah, Moo's trying to go for the pull here on bottom as Phoenix does their own. He's successful in that one here, but is a hard kill. Oh, he's committing in. He's looking to go for Moose. He goes for the dive, and they might turn on to him. Moose here now. Wait a minute, where'd that Necro come from?
You dead. Oh?
He passed the wand.
He should be.
Can he uke it? Can he uke it? Hiding within the trees, he ukes it back. Moo will chase him down. He gets another kill, and sad Bristleback sees that his old buddy Moo is going to be joining him once again in the lane.
Yeah, that's the problem. He doesn't have any mana left for his level 2 Quill Spray anymore either. And Moo, he just rotated down here. He's completely okay. Top lane, they tried to dive Brax, but everyone just has sticks up. So it looks like there's going to be a kill, and then all of a sudden, they just have 200 more HP.
Oh, mid. Leo style. Stun. Right click. Right click. 9. Trying to juke the tree. Trying to juke with the tree.
He's just going to stun the tree. Damn, Leo style, man. He's owning it. And I love 9, though. Trying to abuse the tree line. Unfortunately, you're versus like the one middle hero that can break the trees and AoE stun you.
Oh, yeah. Leo style, he got the matchup he wanted for with his last pick, Lena, and he's trying to flex onto it as best as he can. Frank going to fall top lane as we see Brax weak and wounded, trying to make it out and away from Matthew. Man, that ice armor really putting in work. Fear looking to grab both. Ooh, he's on the run. Does he go for it? No, it looks like the mid laner is heading that way. Leo style should be able to pick it up.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. So it is going to be a 3-for-1 for Dire's side. So they're happy. They're ahead in kills, ahead in bounty runes, and top lane. Brax is only level 3, surprisingly, but Frank, yeah, it's hard to play from behind on Legion Commander. So we'll see if he. I don't even know what skill build you go. I guess max overwhelming odds and just push the lane.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate, awkward start. And Brax also has been shifting around the lanes a bit. Fear has to step out. He's going to take the long walk all the way back to the fountain, so he'll be stuck by his own under that tower. We touch back at bottom lane here. MJZ pulling the wave all the way back as Moo's confident to chase him down. He's got 3 stacks. Can't get the 4th. Wants the 4th. Nah, he'll give up on that one for now. But just gets him all the way out of the lane because Bristleback is nowhere to be found. He's jungling in the meantime at level 4.5.
And this is not an Alchemist. It's still decent, but it is not good. And the Necro, he's going to get level 6 even, pulling that whole wave. I don't know. Moo has a big target on his back this game, though, because he has to make the... It's sad, but as a Necro, he has to make a lot of the plays with his ultimate, I think. He also has to, like, try to hold down the lanes that are getting pushed in. It's going to be interesting. I think a lot of this game is on Moo and just how he plays.
Moose has stepped away. He's dropped a ward to get him a little bit of jungle vision, and now he's stepping into the mid lane for Leo style. Nice tornado EMP setup. Moose holds out for the disruption to the end. They still need a bit more, though. Tries to go for the poison, not going to be there. Just pops the fairy fire and will run out the other side. He has an arcane rune in a bottle if he wants to just chew through it. But no, he's going to walk all the way back to base and then TP in with that bottle, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so 3K middle from Dire, only 2 from Radiant. It's still favoring the Dire because Brax is just farming under his tower. Moo is free farming, 39 and 10. Should be getting every single last hit. The Phoenix is like, yo, I'm just trying to get some experience, some gold, but this tower is just going to be super pressured. And Moo, he'll look to rotate out, but top lane, they want to gank.
Yeah, they are. Fear coming in from behind. And
Kotaro's
here now. They've shifted once again, but the dive continues as they go for Frank. Moves. Oh, he can't. He steps in, but doesn't want to commit the disruption or anything. Feels like that's a lost cause at this time. Too risky with the bristle, I guess, interfering, and they have to pull away from that gank attempt.
Yeah, this bristleback already just level 5 has the soul ring though, can just quill. So if you're not aiming him, he's killing you. And we saw there they aren't able to bring down. It always feels like Business Associates is like 50 HP off getting a kill last game and this game. We talked about it. They just never really have burst damage, and it is a problem because we see there that was a level 4 Legion commander they couldn't bring down with 3 heroes. And that is definitely an issue.
The rune spawns top. It's an illusion. Leo style bottles it up. But yeah, I agree with you. Business Associates, what I like to say is they have a hard time cleaning their plate. They're getting a lot of it done, but you got to get all the vegetables. You got to get all that little bit of mashed potatoes before you can get to dessert, which is, of course, the kill and the gold. So we'll see as they get to the mid-game development if they can kind of change that a bit. 9 has got some solo lane action here, so they have to anticipate Leo Styles hiding within the dark. He's got a Laguna in his pocket and a rune. Now, they did have wards all along the river here. Lots of dire vision crossed from both the bottom jungle to the mid lane itself and then that top rune area, so they know she's around.
Oh, pick up the shovel. There you go. What's she digging up? Her first one? The old kobold. How much gold is it? That got nerfed as well. 5 gold. Damn. That is depressing.
Shitty nickel. Here we go. Disruption, catcher, roar. He pops the wand immediately. Look at the Phoenix. Boom. See you later. And they're going to turn onto the egg and pop it. Here comes Leo style, able to get a little bit of vengeance.
He denied it.
The deny. You can deny the egg?
You can now.
I did not know that. You can deny an egg. And the duel's going to be out, and they're going to get the kill. Wow, Thunder Predator really kind of take this one back. I did not know you could deny an egg.
I guess it's like a building, like a tombstone. So I remember seeing it. I'm just surprised more people don't do it. That egg almost went off too. Leo style. Laguna the Beastmaster got the kill, then double stunned 2 of them as Lena might be going down middle. I think it's okay, though.
Oh, the wands. The name of the game is wands
this
time.
It really is. Man, that was a slick play. But the Phoenix saying it's going to be tough. Does get denied, so they lose some gold. And look at that. Thunder Predator, they're up gold just like that all of a sudden. Their efficiency and... Because the Bristleback, right? He's going a different build too. He has 2 points in his Bristleback. He's not maxing the Quill Spray like everyone else. He just wants to absorb more damage. I like it.
10-minute bounties and outposts. Each team has one of their own, and they get each of their own as terms of bounties go. And the Bristle is building into, your typical Hood. I imagine Hood pipe kind of get up, and as mentioned in the draft, once he gets that online, that will definitely bring down a lot of the damage output from business side.
Duel.
Yep, duel, catch, onto Moo with the Laguna. Not enough to get the finish, but the disruption's going to be there, and he's saved. And the ice armor, they're committing everything they got. They want to clean that, and that's how a plate gets clean. They finish out the Necro. How much more do they want from this? It looks like they're happy with that prize. Here comes 9, though.
We talked about the Lena. That's why, like, a lot of times you see a Lena and you're like, oh, I don't like that pick. But versus Necrophos, that was him almost bursting him down without even using it in Ghost Shroud. They just used it all, and then he comes out of the save and just dies again because of your AoE stun. Leo style, he is playing, like, fantastically this game.
Certainly a little concerning after dishing out all the defensive tools from business side, and they still couldn't save him. Moo's got 2 bracers, and he's going straight boots of travel. Not something I see often on Necro, but something he's pulling out for this one.
And it is now that like strength heroes obviously don't get magic resistance from strength. Bracer is pretty much the only item that gives it to you, and it's pretty bad now. 4%, and I don't believe it's straight 8%. It's like 4%. It's like 7% he has with those 2 bracers, and doesn't feel as impactful as it used to. But I really don't know why the boots of travel, because we talked about you got to be up tempo and fast paced. The new boots of travel, they don't do that. Like they share cooldown with your teleport, so if you get split push one side of the map, you TP there, you're stuck there. There's no like going back to the lane. I'm curious to see how it plays off. This would be a huge kill middle if they can get him.
Let's see, they smoke in. There's Leo Style. They're going to hit him with the Purge right away. He's trying to get off anything, but the Cold Snap shuts him down. Void Spirit steps in, tries to cancel out move, but there goes the Reaper Scythe, and Lena's going to be put on the sidelines for 50 seconds. Moves. Torch down. Matthew able to help secure that one. It's Frank who does get the last hit, and both sides will split now. 12-minute rune. Got to get denied from MJZ as he drops the egg. But, you know, a tit for tat. It is a successful pick onto the Lena.
Yep. I think they'll take it. They obviously don't want to lose somebody, because the problem is, even though it's currently Kotaro and Brax bottom lane are the only 2, so it's a 4v4 fight middle, and now it's like, who would you rather have farming, a Bristleback or a Beastmaster? And I always look at those little trades like, oh, you definitely want your Bristleback because he's not going to be dying, and well, we're going to see. They're going to try to bring him down bottom. I'm curious. He's got a Hood of Defiance.
Yeah, they don't have
the
the scythe yet. They did finish the Boots of Travel.
What a rotation. That should be a kill on Frank.
He's running. They hit him with the urn. There's a tornado. Move blocks him out front, and Frank's like, I'll go this way. And they
nice
do
play.
him off.
It is going to be moves. Probably dying it on the Shadow Demon bottom. Maybe not, though, because no mana on the Void Spirit.
Dive in from MJZ. And the Ray.
Oh my goodness.
Leo Style, he has a family. Why would you
Hit
do
him
that?
with the freaking ride the blue lightning, ride the red lightning. They were just shredding him down with those beams, looking like DBZ out there. This could be a huge kill. If they actually get the Lena here, this game is turned around.
EMP,
They will.
He pops the one, but the egg on the high ground ain't gonna matter. Moo's able to get that finish.
That is gigantic, because he needs that Yules. Once he gets that Yules, it's 100 times harder to kill him, but they just delayed it another like minute or 2. That was a 9 is moving around the map perfectly. From bottom to top to middle now.
And they got to keep that going. I think movement might just be the name of the game here. With the Boots of Travel now done on Necro, his Reaper Scythe's about to come up. It's like, you know, wherever Brax may be, he could set things up. He communicates, he drops down the roar. That's time for the Necro to kind of, you know, step in with the Boots of Travel and come with the hammer. The mighty Reaper Scythe.
Bottom, I'm curious. The tower is going down. Will it get denied or not? That's the question. It will not.
No, it won't. Brax moving in, though. He squares up. They commit the roar as Moo shows himself. Just shot the right click. Can they get the scythe off? No, the heal's coming through.
Oh, no.
The Phoenix heal is just too good, and it's going to keep him alive. And Fear, he doesn't have Chain Frost yet. Went with the 2-3-1.
The old 2-3-1, a classic in my. That is very surprising, actually. I think it's one of those abilities. It's not like a Wraith King, like I'm going to save the point. Like Chain Frost is good. I guess they're not really fighting as 5, but it's still another nuke. I'm curious, bottom, it's going to be the bounties.
Oh, yeah. Void throwing his life into the bounty in hopes of getting it out. Can he sidestep this one?
Oh, he's stealing.
Oh, man.
Value City there. Nice play.
Oh.
He might.
Space.
Oh, the boar.
He's creating universes here. Runs away. Takes Brax through the mid lane. Can he jump again?
W.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it gives him the tip. That is a lot of space. So during that whole time happening, it went from a less than 1,000 gold lead to a 2K lead. Thunder Predator, man, I'm watching like how they move around the map and who does what where. They almost always have 3 people middle to defend that tower. Kataro's always just off farming somewhere by himself, and then they normally have someone either top or in the jungle. It's just super amounts of value around the map being able to farm. And even Legion treads Blink Imp Claw now. I don't know where he got that farm. I actually have no clue where he got that farm.
Right? It's not like he's
above
breaking in a lot of
Brax.
dual setups, but he's climbing up there. And with the dedication from Kotaro in this bottom lane, he's now top of net worth in the game. He's finished up the Hood, and it looks like he's sidestepping. He's grabbing up the Sage. I don't know if that could lead. I don't imagine it's going to lead to a Halberd, right? I mean, who's the right clicker on business? Well, we'll worry about that later. He got hit up with the disruption for now. Surrounded by 3, surrounded by 4. There's that damn bird again with the Ray. keeping him
No
alive.
way. No.
It takes a lot, but they finally bring it down. There is Fear's Chain Frost. It bounces through, but he does lose his own life. A couple of those bounces hitting that neutral camp, and now Business quickly scatter within the trees. Hide, boys! We got to make it out, but the duel comes out. They get the catch on to Brax and finish him off. That's going to be dual damage for Frank. Leo
The egg's gonna
style
go off on Necro.
pops the illusion, and as you mentioned, the egg cracks, and Necro gets
Wow.
slapped down, and Thunder Predator slide through this bottom lane, and they're taking them all down with it. A grab on 9 makes it a full 5-man wipe.
Oh my, just the play and knowing their draft, right? The Bristleback, I can't believe he lived that long. And once again, dude, he was spirit vesseled and getting egged. He was just living. They committed everything on him, and then all of a sudden a level 14 Lena comes out of nowhere. Same with the Void Spirit and Legion. They have a bunch of heroes who, and it makes sense this patch, do a lot of damage with no farm, right? Overwhelming odds is like a 500 damage nuke in team fights, all of Phoenix's abilities. You don't need items for these to be good. And it makes sense, right? We're only 17 minutes in, and the amount of damage everyone's doing on Thunder Predator is, I just like it. It's a different style than I've been watching. It's making me a fan.
Yeah, I saw some people mentioning in chat, and I assumed it was a joke, like, oh, you know, Thunder Predator, they're playing in their team house, and they have fiber internet or whatever. I don't know about the latter, but...
Nah, they are playing in a house. I believe they are in a team house, but they still got that delay, and that's what makes what Leo Styles doing on this Lena so damn impressive.
They're playing really well. It's as if they're under their normal conditions that they have to play through.
Meaty bottom. Okay, something has to happen here if you're the Dire. You see a double damage rune. No, you don't let Leo Styles. Oh my god.
Oh, he shows himself fear? What is he doing? He runs up to Leo Style to give him the gaze, and then he finds himself on the bad end of the Void Spirit. The Reaper side does come out, and they're able to get that grab and finish on Selena. How much more can they make out of this? A chase on for Frank, and it's looking pretty good. The Bristleback's not here. They recognize that the big bad Bristle's not around, and that's when they pounce. Here's Bristle now, but is it going to be too late? Can him and Matthew take some names here? They're doing a lot of damage onto 9. They might be able to burst out this Invoker. He makes it back and away. It looks like he's going to be good. The chase is on, and they get the Bristle finish. MJZ, though, gets the egg. It does pop, and it looks like they'll get Brax for it. It's a bloody mess in the mid lane. But we're not done yet.
Oh, nice tornado.
Good tornado catch. 9 hanging around, hits him with the Vessel, and gains another couple of charges. And when the dust settles, this one certainly belongs to the business side.
Yeah, and that's business, so she's just real. Wait, Bristleback's up in the top lane. He's just been farming. Let's just run at him. Even they had the double damage, but I forgot. Shadow Demon versus Lena is not fun for Lena, because if you get ulted, you just can't Yules, because it purges the Yules off. So if Lena's in no man's land, she's going to die.
Yeah, I would give business that credit that they have to watch it out. I mean, Demon was on here a couple of times, and the way, you know, he said he was coaching business associates, I guess not currently coaching, but he was talking a lot about these teams who were able to scout out, you know, okay, this person's in this lane, this is our time to go. Okay, they just showed themselves on this sideline, it's time to go. So I imagine that influence has been within the team, whether he's brought it in or whether the team showed it to him. I wouldn't doubt that business are always on the lookout for those kind of opportunities.
Yeah, they have to be, because they're still getting out farm. That's with this patch, obviously, winning a team fight does not give you that gold advantage, as they get both outposts, which is a lot of experience. Because that's the thing, right? They won that team fight, and they only gained, I want to say, like 550 gold when they killed all 3 of Thunder Predator's cores. So they gotta continue to take good fights and try to keep pushing on the map with Brax.
Yeah,
Brax is pushing bottom.
It's going to be interesting how this game scales and scales into the late game, because Necro can get pretty strong himself, but Bristle, no joke either. It feels like Thunder Predator, they want to go in for the Roche, they want to get an Aegis, they want to have that insurance policy on their side.
Yeah, it's going to be free. Leo Style definitely needs this. No, they give it to the Brit. Man, I guess they just... the same concept as last game. They're just going to siege, even with the Bristle. I don't know how successful that'll be against a Necro Invoker, because Invoker's a decent counter, and just EMP. EMP just kills Bristleback since he doesn't have mana. We'll see, though. I'm really surprised they gave it to him.
Yeah, Invoker, a necessary tool for the Bristle in the ways you mentioned, having the EMP and his Spirit Vessel, even more critical now that he has the Sanjin Yasha on hand. It's going to be nice to do as much as you can to take down that healing power. I always mention Scotty. I know the viewers are sick of hearing me talk about the new Scotty, but I wonder if it's something that even New would consider in this game.
Scotty's been one of those items. Everyone is always a hater to Dakota, no matter what. I remember back in the Fnatic TI3, TI4 era when it was it was Era always buying Scotty and people flamed him. You can keep preaching about it. I'm here for you.
Well, the new Scotty, I mean, that's got to be it though.
It's got to be.
That's got to be the new Jazz. So we'll see.
We'll see. I don't hate it. I think it's always good for raw stats. Like it really is. And then the fact that got added, I think it is a lot more decent.
All right, in the meantime, Thunder Predator recognized top lane's free. They'll push and go for the tier 2. Business grabbing a tier 2 themselves. Thunder Predator feeling a little confident that they have the Aegis on their side, but again, they recognize that there's a lot top. Nobody TPing in. Let's get the jump on the Mathroom and take them off the map and TP out of here, and they do.
Oh, from behind though, Frank.
Oh, Frank gets a catch in a duel onto Moose. That's an easy bit of damage.
Oh, the courier maybe too. I guess not.
Business kind of split off to different directions when they bounced out of that bottom lane, and going up through the mid lane, obviously pretty scary when their Thunder Predators coming from the northern side.
That was a nice play by Business. So they didn't get the tier 2 tower, but they realized, hey, let's just get a kill, get out. They blew like Lich ulti. They didn't use Necro. They did Roar, Lich ulti, and then they just left. So they did lose one on the way out, which was a dual kill, but 1-for-1 trades at this point are okay if you're Business associates. The problem is you have 3 people farming your own jungle. Hate to see that, but I guess Radiant's doing the same thing. Everyone's just in their own jungle right now.
Yep. Get some of these new neutral items, a little bit of side farm, maintain control of the outpost a bit. But, they already got that tier 1 bottom lane on the side of Thunder Predator, so I imagine they're not looking to really migrate here too long. I want to. I really don't know the late game for this. Like, if a Bristle is better than a Necro, if it gets late enough, or if Necro will just always kind of, beat out the Bristle.
I think it's the thing is like everyone around them scale. Like the Legion and Lina scale better than the Invoker and the Beastmaster, and I think it helps, right? Because if you're gonna try to nuke down the Bristleback, all of a sudden he has a press the attack on him, dispelling him, and he's doing a ton of damage. I think Necro counters him 1-for-1 still, but I think Bristle will farm quicker, and he has a better team behind him. Because what's your safe? Shadow Demon is queuing you. That just sets you up for a duel, an Aether Remnant, a Lina stun. So I think Thunder Predator is a little better in the late game, but right now, Business Associates, they're 7k gold, but I feel like they take fights. Like if they just get the Shadow Demon purge on Lina, then we're fine. But they have to look for that, and he has the Aether Lens, so it should be easier.
Yeah, Lina queuing up for the BKB, that could definitely be a huge tool.
That's a good item.
She's able to kind of go off and do as she pleases in these fights without getting hit from the disruption or dealing with Frost Shield, Tornado EMPs of that nature. It will definitely be more potent for him. Looks like there was a DC on the Business end, even though they're not DC'd out of the game. There said there's a DC, so we'll wait this one out. Okay. Looks like we're ready.
We won't. No, we won't.
Okay.
We're back.
They just said go. They didn't even wait for Thunder Predator to say G, go. I guess.
Oh, that's Frank. Frank just did. He's like, nah, we're going. I really do think this BKB, it's going to be a little late, because I think they wanted to push with Lina BKB and the Bristleback Aegis. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be not the big enough window. We'll see.
All right, well, they smoke. They're on the move, and they don't want to wait for the BKB to be ready and on hand here. Looking and scouring, and they'll spot out Moo mid. Do they see anyone else elsewhere? Yes, they see others at the top lane. They might converge onto Moo here if the opportunity is there.
In trouble.
Yeah, Matt will get jumped potentially, but man, he's elusive.
No,
but that's when they make the move on the Moo. They know that he has no friends around. Look at the 4 TPs to the mid lane. 4 TPs to try to get the finish, but they still can't finish them. Oh, the disruption. They bail out the Necro. Phoenix Egg back and behind. They can't get it. It's going to pop. The finish is there. They're going to take out Fear, and 2 end up dropping. It's still going to be Thunder Predator's fight as they fight on forward. Moose will go down. Oh, man, that looks so close to getting Necro out. But
and then, yeah, the Necro dies after the supports. I'm like, they're going to save it. I'm just watching the rest of his team just die around him. Like, oh, no. And yeah, I think that's just they pretty much played the same game, but instead of an Alchemist, they had a Bristle. Like, you know, Thunder Predator always has someone who can get ahead and farm. And I think in this new patch, you need somebody who can flash farm like that. Like, look at the net worth. Everyone's actually pretty close, except for him. He's just 3K above. Yeah, 3K above everyone. I like it.
He just got to, even though you consider all the crazy lane jumping shenanigans at the start, he finally found an opportunity to just burrow himself into that bottom lane and bulk up on the farm. It's clearly like when he's involved in the fight, it's just such a big threat. It's going to be very hard for business to find opportunities to get pickoffs where he's not involved, or just take team fights where they can get him off the playing field, you know, sooner than later. That just seems so difficult at this time. And he's going to get an AC soon. Oh man. And they, where, you know, whew, I don't know what they're going to have to just tack on any damage once it gets to that point.
Yeah, he is. It's pretty much that's the problem now. Shadow Demon needs to ulti the Bristleback and the Lina, but Lina has a BKB. I don't know. There's gonna be a kill on Lich. It just feels bad when you're Moose and you're like, wait, I'm a support player and everything's coming onto my shoulders. Like that's not good.
Mm-mm.
And we're seeing the problem also with Invoker, because you want to play fast, but as we said, you don't have a farm mechanism. Your farming is killing heroes, and they haven't killed heroes since about the, 18, 19 minute mark when they won that middle fight. And now they're just a Bristleback actually pushing your base.
Yeah, he's got all the confidence in the world right now.
Okay, 99% confidence as he hangs outside. As he chills out. I'm surprised. I think he could be doing damage to the tower. Obviously, they don't see anyone on the map because Brax is hiding in the trees.
Pushing out that mid lane, they're going to cut up to the top lane. Top lane was where business were trying to add pressure on that tier 2, but they're going to cut out Brax.
Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, the clumsy net?
Oh, they couldn't quite get the handshake yet, but eventually the Yules will be there, and then the duel, and then the finish. They pick out another, and, you know, quickly business just scatter to the half of the map where they know it's safe to try to take the farm for themselves. But, you know, as the game progresses and Thunder Predator now comfortable moving past the river and moving suddenly to the front door of the business base, you know, I fear for business's high ground defense in this one. I don't know if it's as pungent as the wombo combo as they had in the last game even.
It's not. That's the problem. Pretty much their base defense is Tornado, EMP, Moo hoping he's tanking enough to sit in the front, but you look at his items, and he's the top net worth on his team, but I pretty much take the Boots of Travel out. Like, you get the movement speed, it doesn't give you any stats for fighting, so it's like 2,000 gold missing, and that means Legion Commander's right up there with him. And we saw, you talked about the laning phase. How are the Bristle and Legion both in the top 4 after what they had to do as we watch Invoker? Goodbye.
Yeah, 9. Oh. I guess, yeah, trying to be slippery, cutting waves, but gets spotted out from Thunder Predator, and they give him the full business.
And look at this. I love the Lina actually has the enchanted quiver on a hero like this. That actually is very poignant. Yeah, that sounds like the word.
That was pretty good. I like that word. That first ranged attack, true strike damage, something to be feared.
It's a lot. Yep. Beware.
All right. Well, tier 3 down, and here's your battering ram Bristle.
Yep.
Slapping away on the racks right now, getting the earn help from the outside. You have Phoenix with Egg ready to go if necessary. Frank, he's got the blink in the duel if he needs to lock the Necro down in his spot. But they get away scot-free with the 1 racks.
Yep, they're fine. A just respawns very shortly. Looks like may respawn in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Is that text way smaller for you? Is there my new computer?
It's you.
It says Roshan may respawn in, and then the time's like literally
no,
I can't read it. Okay, well played. I was like, wait, what? I don't see a time. Oh, now it's back to big, 24 seconds. All right, we're good, Dakota, and that is very good for Thunder Predator though. Roshan will be up in 20 if they scout it out. You can't even fight into it. Like, that's the problem. Your team fight is Tornado, EMP, Chain Frost. It does not feel good.
Seems okay, but it's not going to feel good because you got BKBs and
a level 3 Phoenix.
Yeah, a level 3 Phoenix.
Level 3 Phoenix Egg, sorry. The level 3 ult, you know. Supports, I don't even recognize their level, just the level of their ultimate.
That's really all he can bring to the table. It's a mighty nuke of a tool in its own right. Business kind of, you know, probably feel pressured to take a fight like the Roche Pit, though, if they want to stay alive.
And they see Roche is up because the Hawk Radiant still hasn't scouted it, so only Dire knows it's up currently. It's a full smoke.
They're going to. They need 2 lanes pushing in. They got mid in. Now they've got bottom pushed back. But if they want to do Roche, that top lane is going to have to get dealt with. They are cutting all the way across now to see if they can get back to the lane and possibly catch anybody. Oh, it's Fear.
It is. Goodbye, Fear.
Tornado. Are they fighting this?
Wait.
No way.
Oh, Frank's in there.
Frank
he
is
got
in.
moves.
Okay, he gets the duel there. They've already finished off Fear. There's the finish on Moose. Support staff gone. Business. They got to go on a business trip back home. Get the hell out. Because this is not the meeting you signed up for.
I love Leo style. Just threatens Moo, but Moo not even scared. Whatever, just stand there and tech. He does almost have his Shivas on the Necrophos, which is nice. Oh, he switched to Radiant? I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
That's strange.
To be honest, I don't know if he'll be able to make it to either item at the pacing of this game right now. Top lane, they're already knocking out this tier 3.
Yeah. He had enough money for the Shivas, that's the thing, because he already has the plate mail, and he just switches to the range. Oh, is Matthew going to stop it? He got it, Yules. He stopped the Necro TPing bottom. Now he can't defend.
Sad face moves, now getting silenced, it's just stuck in the bomb lane. Actually huge.
Nice play,
and he's tipping him.
Matthew's a game changer. What a beast.
Oh my god, no Necro for this whole defense top.
And he's just
still
clowning.
Getting clowned on by Matthew.
That was such a good play. I didn't realize. I forgot he had the Yules. I'm like, oh, his 8th run, it's going to be. He just gets the Yules up and they lose a full. I think they're going to lose that Rax anyways, but it stops him from even having a chance to defend. And you're 20,000 gold down at 30 minutes. This is just spun out of control.
Yeah, I mean, really, the Bristle only has to kind of fear the Necro. If everyone dogpiles him and Necro's able to kind of take him out, sure. But when they see Necro bottom, all bets are off. They go in and get what they need, and they're going to walk back and take a sweet treat for it. That's the Roche. You know, business are kind of around the neighborhood, but it's going to be too late.
And now a full BKB for the Bristleback. I love it. He didn't even go. He's the complete opposite. He's like, I don't need to go aggressive. I'll go more defensive. I already beat ass. Don't matter to me.
Yeah, he's so big right now. This Bristle or business trying to go for a catch here maybe. Moo's been spotted on the low ground just casually, and Bristle pops his BKB now. Stalks down Moo. He keeps giving him the goo. They can't do anything to help Moo. Not even able to get close to get the disruption off or anything. I think this might be it. Thunder Predator looking to close this one out and eliminate Business Associates, and they're successful. Wow. All right,
they look
Thunder
good
Predator.
Too. They look. I told you I was excited. I love watching this team, man. It's crazy because I do compare them a little to Beast Coast because they're in the same region, right? But you've got this game winner, right? Hector, Kataro. You've got this game winner, and then the other 4 just have to individually play really well in their lanes, and then like team fights in these 4v4 team fights, and they just always do. Leo style, by the way, just dominated middle in a matchup. I think Leo, you do win as Lena, obviously, but he absolutely stomped 9, and it's just really good team play from Thunder Predator.
I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised. I guess surprised in the sense that for these South American teams, given the situation, we really don't know what to expect. They constantly have stand-ins. They have constant lag issues, which is obviously not to their fault. So we just don't know if we're going to get them at their final form, if you will. So Thunder Predator, though, they look more on form than any other South American appearance I've seen in this Pro Series, bar none. Like, they are looking damn sharp and actually a threat to coast their way through this lower bracket. They stomp strong in this one, 2-0. Damn.
I agree. I think also Business Associates, I hate to be that guy, but the drafts, man. I talked about after the first, like, where's your burst damage? And then in this game, where's your burst damage? Like, you actually, it's crazy. Like, Necrophos is good because you have burst damage at a certain point, but you had no one able to get him low enough to even ulti. You had no one who could make plays on the map. You have an Invoker, and it felt like you had nowhere to make plays on the map. I don't know. The map just feels smaller in this current patch, and you have someone like Kataro who he kind of, not breaking the game, but they're fighting 4v5 while he's farming as an Alk or a Bristle, and they're just getting this big gold lead. And Business Associates, I feel, don't really know how to play the current patch, while Thunder Predator does.
Yeah, maybe just trying out some stuff in this draft, and I'm no big brain drafter myself, obviously, but I'm with you. It felt like there were definitely missing vital tools in the draft that you would normally see. like 2 games straight of an interesting
Yeah.
support pairing that is a little more on the defensive
Yeah.
side than the playmaking side. And then, as you mentioned, without the burst, and the first game didn't have a jumper, it, like playmaking seemed to be a bit like if there was the hexagonal graph for teams, man, business had a big chunk missing from like playmaking, if that's a thing or not. While Thunder Predator, man, they look good and could be looking as favorites into the next round here. I have a quick update of the bracket we can check out since that series did conclude. And there it is with that win. We bid adieu to Business Associates. Thank you so much for participating in the Pro Series. It's always a pleasure to watch them play, and we look forward to them in future American events. Thunder Predator, though, they get the win. Now they're moving on to that next round, the lower bracket, and they await the winner of our next upcoming series, which is Crazy versus Cloud9. That is going to be a treat in itself, Grant.
Yep. Can I, since they're named Business Associates, can I send them off really quick?
Sure. Please do.
Business Associates, you're fired!
God damn. Get out of here. All right, good stuff. Love those guys, but you got the boot.
Gotta go.
You got the boot, and you got to go. Congratulations again to Thunder Predator. Guys, don't go too far. We have more Dota to come. Crazy versus Cloud9 is coming up next, so please don't go too far. Whoa. Hold on. MJZ is here for an interview, actually. I just noticed him in the thing. Grant might not be here, but I can probably bring in MJZ real fast and see if he's here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hello, MJZ. Are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear myself and Grant? Hello. Oh, my God. What's up? I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you were going to be coming in for an interview. That's my bad, my man. Dude, congratulations. You guys look sick out there. With that 2-0 win, I guess I'll ask the stereotypical interview question. How does it feel? Sir?
Feels good.
So, can you give us a scoop? Are you guys still playing together in a team house right now?
Yeah. Matthews came 2 days ago, I think. He was on his home. Now we play him. All of us were in the same house.
Awesome. How's it feel? Is the internet still kind of a bit wonky at times, or are you making the best of it?
There are some lag issues, but not that bad as the time when we play Business Associates on the group stage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome. I'm glad to hear it's a bit better. I'll ask the first question here. So, you guys pull out the Alchemist in game number 1. Some people would think that with the recent changes in the draft, with everyone making a little bit less gold to creeps, and then with them targeting Alchemist on his Grievel's Creed, that he may have been nerfed down a bit. But you guys are happy to pull it out, and obviously in the hands of Kotaro, it's really strong. Do you still like it?
I mean, I think we are kind of trying out because we didn't play the hero that much, and we used to play it like before in some games. So we see like how the hero will work with us, if it's still good or bad. So, and the hero looked good in the draft too. So that's why we play it, and I think it's okay, to be honest.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got a question. Did it feel like Business Associates couldn't make any moves in like either games, or is it just me watching? Because it felt like in game 1 especially, like your Alch just farmed and they could never get him.
I think the heroes are not good. The heroes we play. That's why they cannot make moves.
Yeah, that's. I saw this game and it was just you. Like it was just Kotaro farming while you guys 4v fight. But they even with the boots of travel first, they could never catch you guys. It just felt like you outdrafted them pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that's happened because the heroes are not that good, or maybe the heroes are not that good, like to catching us basically, catching heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably because of that, I think we felt like kind of the same.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Congratulations, y'all look sick.
Yeah. So the other lower bracket matchup that's about to happen is Crazy versus Cloud9. What are your predictions on that series? Who do you think you guys are going to get stuck playing?
Say it again.
Who do you think you're going to be playing in the next round? Essentially, who do you think is going to win, Crazy or
I
Cloud9?
think Crazy.
Crazy?
But I'm not sure. Like Cloud9 make some weird draft and play style.
Oh, they
Yeah,
will.
so-
They will. Lose or
Yeah,
win, they
so,
will.
yeah, maybe Cloud9, but I believe it's Crazy. Yeah.
All
But
right.
Who knows?
Awesome stuff, man. Dude, thank you so much for taking the time to stop in for an interview. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure. You guys are looking sharp, and we look forward to watching you in the next round.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
GG's. Yeah.
I kick his ass out of here. All right, boom, he's gone. All right, dude. Thank you for the quick interview, joining me on that one, Grant. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, we're doing winners interviews if we get winners, so we'll keep it going. All right, gang. For real though, Crazy Cloud9 coming up in about 15, 20 minutes time, so don't go too far.